Yes, yes, yes. You and that. Yeah. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, you and they. Yes, 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 yes. You and they. Yeah. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. All right, so I don't have my background that I normally like to have because TikTok is messing around with things. So y'all coming in on a dark background. So forgive me until I figure out where TikTok put the right background that I use. Then I'm going to be coming in on a black background. But forgive me. All right. Hello everybody. Harlan. Hey, Harlan. JJ. What's going on? Thank you for that peace and strength and power and protection. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Today, I'm going in. I had somebody to send me or tell me they really wanted me to do this session on women and this fighting that's going on between women and men. And so I want to get in on this today. Um, so that I can go in on, us sisters and what our responsibilities are. So I titled this is called Righteous Women. But I want to go in on what our responsibilities are in this game, okay? Because we have a lot of women who tend to take on the victim role, all right, take on the victim role, and we're not being accountable for what we're doing in this dimension, okay? So I'm gonna be hard tonight. Some of my people might be upset. Omaha, Kim, welcome. Halo. So I'm gonna, it's gonna go in on my sister. So some people are not gonna appreciate it because uh, they're gonna feel as though I'm being hard on women, and that's okay. I want y'all to know I love you, but I gotta put this information out as far as what's going on and how we women are accountable, and we need to start being accountable if we're trying to make a change in this dimension. We're too busy blaming everybody else, the men, the whoever, the these, the that. We gotta be accountable, okay? So I'm going through that now. Before I get into that, I need to make sure you all know about the membership package, okay? So make sure you guys, if you want to get this, now some of you all are getting lost. I don't know how you're getting lost in the sauce, but I'm gonna make sure I help you out so you can enroll and get this membership package. Okay. So, what is the membership package? The membership package comes with a trust. Okay. Y'all know we big on trust on this channel. We are big on trust on this channel. What is trust? This is, I call this my get out of jail free card. It's very important. All right. This is, it has a sealed declaration security agreement in UCC. These are the documents that go in our trust. All right. So then that comes with your allodial ID. This deals with your spiritual name. Okay. And it does have a hologram on here. And it also has a QR code so that you can access all of the documents you put on record with UNA. It also comes with a membership badge. Okay, it has a QR code that shows you are in good standing with UNA. It has this deals with your corporation name, and anyone who's trying to force you into any kind of contracts. That document is very useful and helpful when dealing with that. Okay, again, I talked about this because we had a lot of our clients and members and students who were coming under fire with these people trying to make them get the jab. Well, when they showed this document, that stopped, put a halt right there. No more. Okay. So that's why this package is a good package to have. It's the membership package. If you want to get it, some of y'all getting lost in the sauce. Just find the link in the bio. All right. Go to our link tree. You can find that. It's under friends/members. Friends and members. Okay. Just go in the link in the bio and get it, friends and members. For my people who are on YouTube, okay, you can get that by going to unarepublic.com, okay, /membership with a capital M. All right, so my people here on TikTok, stop getting lost. Just go in the link in the bio. YouTube, y'all can find it, unarepublic.com /membership, capital M. All right, let's get into it. Hey, okay, I have 5 minutes and had a setback, but ready to move upwards. Does the package expire? Kim, no, you just go find the link in the bio and click on friends, members. Now, I want y'all to like, share, love, and follow. Like, share, love, and follow. My people on YouTube, I want you to like and share and subscribe and love and follow and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's get into it now. We're talking about righteous women. Righteous women. Now, I got to go into this because I talked about how women, we have a tendency to take the victim role. And again, if y'all are not new to this channel, you know that we are always dealing with the universal laws. And one of the main principles of the universal laws is that there are no victims. There are no victims. I'm going to say this again in case I break up and the algorithm doesn't want me y'all to hear this. There are no victims. Not nary. Okay. So we talked yesterday in the session about how the battered woman, okay, and how she's not a victim. And so it's the same principle, right? Why? Because whoever it is that's battering her, it is only a reflection of what's going on within her. So whomever it is outside of her that is battering her, they are only a reflection of what's going on within her. When she changes what's going on within her, then he's got to either go away or he's going to change automatically. If he can't change who he is and what he's doing, he's going to have to go away. He's going to disappear. All right. So let's get on this situation someone brought to my attention, and they said, well, there's this woman and she's very, what did she say? I don't know if she said ratchet, or she said the woman dresses differently and she dresses, provocatively, and that her music was provocative, and then she was being disrespected in whatever space she was being disrespected in, and everybody seemingly was running to her defense as though she were a victim. So I want to go in on that because it was a situation about, oh, she dresses like this, she sings about, she wants this type of people coming to her and all of this. Now, this is kind of dealing with music. This is dealing with music, and so I'm gonna get on this with respect to that. Okay, here's the deal. Now, in this case, I don't know who this woman is, and I'm not even going to bring her name up. Even if I did know, I wouldn't say her name. When you are putting words out, and this we talk about this, how important your words are, especially you're singing them to multiples of people, and your words are saying provocative things, your dress is provocative, then how can you expect anything else? This is what I mean when I say we have no clue about our power as women. Even as men on this planet, we don't have any clue about how powerful we are, and the fact that when you speak, you're putting out a contract. When you even think, you're putting out a contract. What you're wearing is a contract. I saw this. I want y'all to follow me on this. I want y'all to follow me. Pay attention. I saw this it was a while ago, this meme or this whatever. Somebody was putting a picture up of this uh woman who was considered to be conscious, but her clothes were revealing. So she had on a little head wrap and she had these, I don't know what conscious people, and I'm saying conscious. Okay, when I say conscious in this particular session here, I'm specifically talking about people who are aware, people who are cognizant, people who are mature adults. So the question on this meme and this woman who was dressed like this was, uh, it was should a conscious woman dress like this, or can a conscious woman dress like this, as if to say, is she allowed to do this? And so I'm telling you, absolutely, a conscious woman can dress like that. She would be allowed. That's her right. It's her right to dress how she wants to dress. However, that shouldn't have been the question. The question should have been, would a conscious woman dress like this? Would a conscious woman be revealing of all of this? Would a whatever she had up here, and listen, it's not about judging anybody. It's not about judging. A conscious being or person understands, is cognizant, is aware of what their contract is and what they're saying to the masses when they put it out. Whether it be the words that they speak, the clothes that they wear, the scent that is on them, the things that they're doing, the places that they're hanging out, they are going to be conscious and cognizant, aware of the fact that everything they do is a contract. So the question is not, could she or can she? The question should be, would she? Would someone who is aware wear certain things? Would she? Because when you answer that question, then that's going to determine whether or not you're dealing with a conscious or cognizant being in the first place. That's what the question is. Is this being that I'm dealing with, are they truly cognizant? Are they truly aware? And then you can throw in, are they conscious? Just because you're wearing something with some print on it and whatever, that doesn't make you aware. Because let's get into this. Okay, who are we dealing with in this dimension? Why do you wear certain things? What is the message that you're sending when you're wearing this contract? This is a contract. And you understand who you're drawing with your contract when you put it on. Okay. So now let's get into clothing, because it was brought up how this person dressed. And again, I'm not one, I want to say this before I go into that. For me, I deal with adults. I deal with mature people, people who are cognizant. And in that, it's not for me to tell an adult what to do. That's not what I do. It's not for me to tell you need to do this. You did look, because I deal with adults. When I give an adult the information, an adult is going to know how to take that information, and if they don't know anything about it, they're going to do their own research, and then they're going to do the righteous thing. I don't want you pretending to be an adult, because I got to come in here and tell you what to do. That's you pretending. I ain't got time. I deal with adults, people who are conscious, who are cognizant, people who are aware. I present information, and then you, the righteous, mature adult, will do the righteous, mature thing. So, getting into this, there's this clothing that said that this woman was wearing, and how she was dressed or what have you. Now let's just get into the clothing. Okay. So if you're out and you're, doing whatever you're doing, again, who are you attracting? Who are you talking to? And the reason why I'm asking that is, or I'm saying that, and why that becomes an issue is because if you have certain things on where you are revealing your body type, that is your right. Every woman has the right to dress how she wants to dress. However, if you are attracting people who are showing you disrespect, first of all, let me say this. If you're dressing like that, first of all, you're sending out a message. You're sending out a message. But if you're getting people who are disrespecting you, there's something deeper than your clothing. I need to say that. It's not just about the clothing. If there are people who are being disrespectful to you, again, remember that's an energy. It goes deeper than your clothing. But if we're just looking at the sense of, hey, she's wearing this, she's showing her body, it's tight, is whatever, then who did you mean to attract with that contract? That's one of the things that we have to start recognizing. We have to start becoming cognizant of as women. All right. Now, let me go into this because she also spoke, the person who asked me to go through this. She was saying, okay, well, this woman says these things in her songs because evidently this woman is an entertainer or an artist or what have you. And she says particular things in her music. And again, y'all know that anything you write down is a contract. Anything you speak out of your mouth is a contract. And then when you're putting this out over the waves for everybody to hear, well, this is a serious contract that you're creating. So if in that song she's saying this woman chooses to be or says she wants to be treated in the way that she says in her song, which most women think is disrespectful, she's going to get treated the way she asked to be treated. Now, the reason why I wanted, I'm going on this because I don't have anything to say about this woman. She's asked for it. She's getting what she asked for. Okay. But I do want to go in on other women who are constantly finding this fault with men and not being accountable for the actions that they're putting out. All right. I need to go into that. I have had several women, to students, clients, to tell me about, oh, men ain't nothing, and say negative things about men. And women, I need y'all to understand something. I told you this time and time again. If you're dissing him, you are dissing yourself. If you're dissing him, you are dissing yourself. All right? Please understand this. Okay. I'm gonna give you an example. I had this woman who was telling me, men ain't pooing, men ain't, she was cursing and going off on them. And she wasn't recognizing how she was putting out an energy into the universe when she was doing these things. As she's saying it to me, and I'm just listening. This was a while back because now I don't listen to that. I don't hear that at all. But she says, she's going off on men. And then she comes back maybe a day or two later. It wasn't that long. And she's telling me about how this guy gets into her, because she drove Uber. She drove Uber. She said he got into her car, and then he starts going off on women. And women ain't nothing. And women ain't. And he was going off. And so she tells me about this, and I say, are you not recognizing that he was just reflecting you? She didn't get it. Oh, but see, everybody know that I don't, it take a lot for me to get upset and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, you're not listening. He was reflecting everything that you have said about men. You want to be the victim. You want to be disrespectful to men, and saying all these negative things, and then when it gets shot back at you, you're upset. Women, I'm letting you know the problem is you. I'm gonna say this again. You know, it it it's interesting to me that we understand women that we gotta we are the ones with all the power. You understand that. But then when it comes to men, you want to act as though you're the victim to them. That's not the case. Again, I say to you, he can't do nothing but what you allow. And not only that, he is only reflecting who you are. When you change you, he does not have a choice but to change. And when I say he, I'm talking about every male that's in your face, even if he's a stranger. He can't do nothing but what you allow him to do, and he's going to reflect you. So when I get women talking about, oh, men ain't this and being disrespectful to men, I know who the problem is. It's not him, it's you. And I'm saying to you, women, if you know that everything revolves around you, everything pivots around you, then understand that all the mess is a reflection of you. So when we get to the point, women, where we become accountable in our own actions, how we're dressing, what we're speaking, where we're hanging out, who we're entertaining, how we're entertaining them, who in the uh, okay, see, I'm trying to understand. Like some of these males do things because women have told them it's okay for them to do it. Women have told them it's okay for you to. I I just hear this is stuff I hear about. I listen. I just hear about this stuff, but like some women talk about, oh, I like him to choke me when what? Who? Oh, I like him to do this and that and that. Listen, y'all the problem. Because when they start doing these things, when they start acting these things out, it's coming from a woman. Even when they're saying disrespectful and negative things, they are only reflecting. If you want them to stop reflecting that, then you stop putting it out. This is it's plain and simple to me. When someone is coming to me trying to diss men, I know they need to check themselves. I'm going to give you an example for me. I went through this because I kept having, and I try to make it a habit to make sure I show love to my brothers. But there was a time when I would get people saying stuff like, "Oh, Diva, you hate men." No, I don't. Especially it would really come from some guy who I just had to tell to to cease and desist. I'm telling him to cease and desist. You hate all men. No, I just don't like you. Get off my page. Okay? But it wasn't just that. It would be coming from different places. And this is what I found. Oh, I had a sister. She'd say to me, she'd say, men are stupid and men are this and men are that. And then she turned around and said, well, you said men. I was like, I did not say that. You said that. Watch this now. Watch what she said. And she wasn't wrong when she said it. She's telling me about how men are stupid and this and that and that. And I was like, and I told her, I said, okay, now this is what happened. She says, men are stupid, and I just listened. I didn't say a word. But she came back and said, Diva, you said men are this and that. And then I was like, I never said that. That was you said all of that. Then watch what she said to me. She said, yeah, but I'm your reflection. She said, yeah, but I'm your reflection. And she was right. Why am I getting a woman coming to me thinking that it's okay for her to diss men? Then I had to change me. I had to change me. I had to make sure that, first of all, if some woman is coming to me dissing men, I got to check that, because I don't, no man is coming to me and dissing women, and no Albion coming to me dissing melanated people, and ain't no melanated people coming to me dissing Albion. Nobody's dissing nobody coming to me. I don't want to hear it, because I know where the true issue is. All right. So I'm at this point now. I'm like, okay, I got to change who I am. And I wanted to make sure that I showed my brother love. And what did I do? I made sure I did actually that. I ran a page at that time whereby I made sure I had all my brothers on my page to tell us the things that they've done in the community, and we gave them a gift. We gave them a tie set, tie and a suit, a shirt and tie set, and some other things. You know, we did some lotion at one point, and we did so. This was me making sure we show our brothers that we appreciate them, because there are a lot of brothers out here that just do really wonderful things in the community. When I did that, all the energy around me changed. And I mean that. I didn't get any more of this, oh, you hate male. That cease and desist. I didn't get women coming up to me thinking it's okay to diss men. I didn't get these people in my space with this kind of energy. I'm saying when I changed me, everybody around me changed, because I became accountable. When that woman says to me, yeah, I'm your reflection. Like, I never said the stuff that she was saying about men. But when she said, I'm your reflection, then I had to check the things that I was saying. And then I made sure that everything that I said when it came to men was with love. If I can't say it with love, I don't need to be saying it. So I'm letting you know, for me, I went through that. And I'm telling you, women, if you're putting out that kind of energy where you're saying negative things, first of all, you if you having issues with men, you need to find a way to forgive them. Seriously. I go through this whole thing about cleaning up spiritual energy, and I want y'all to send some comments. Put some comments in the comment section if you have any, because I do want to hear from you before I get out of here. What we need to start recognizing is cleaning up spiritual energy. Now, the first thing starts with not being a victim. You've got to come out of the victim mind state. Well, he did me dirty. He did this and he did that. Please go back and look at what you did. Because I said this when we talked about this yesterday. If you're pointing a finger, you're pointing many back at yourself. Whatever he did, he was only reflecting you. Thank you, Texas. Texas says, I'm trying to change for real, okay? I'm in. Listen, I want you to expound on that, Texas. What is it that you're trying to change? I want to go into this because I really want to. My sisters need to get to the point where we're recognizing that we are the ones that need to change. Instead, I talked about what love is yesterday. Love is where you love something for what it is. Okay, you let it be what it is, and you love it for that. And then when it's disruptive in your life, you love you enough to back away from it. If you're harboring all of these negative energies towards men, there's an issue within you that you need to clear up, because if you're carrying that around, you're carrying that energy, that baggage around, then you're only going to continue to manifest the negativity that you see out here in this dimension. They're only reflecting you. Texas, I want you to expound on that so I can understand what it is that you're trying to change or what kind of situation. If you would, I'd appreciate it. Uh, D. Walton, what's going on? Projections, yes. Oh, I don't know what kind of projections you're talking about, but okay. So I want to get back into this thing. Okay, we are as women, and I'm talking mainly to women, righteous. Okay, yeah, we have a right to do whatever it is with our vessels that we want to do. Please, though, understand that there are repercussions behind doing whatever it is you want to do. So don't act like a victim if you walking out with a certain type of attire on and it is attracting a certain type of being. When you dress, you are putting on a contract. Who is it that you're talking to with this contract when you walk out of your door? You have the right to say out of your mouth whatever you want. But if your words out of your mouth are curse word, curse word, curse word, curse word, curse word, curse word, then who are you going to attract? All you're saying, you're speaking contracts. Who are you talking to? Who are you trying to attract? Thank you, D. Walton. Yes, projections or reflections. Yeah, everyone in who is in your dimension, they are reflecting you. So, for me, I gotta say this. I'm only speaking on this because somebody asked me to speak on it. I personally don't deal with this because these type of people don't come up in my dimension. I don't deal with issues where somebody's dissing men or whatever because I'm gonna shut that down real quick because I'm gonna let them know the problem is them and not him. So I'm talking about this because someone asked me to speak on this situation with respect to women. Like, get them, diva. Look, I'm not here to get you. I'm here to give you the information. And if you choose to listen, then it's for you. Because I'm only talking to righteous people, to people who are aware, who are cognizant. If you're not that, if you're not an adult, if you in a child mind and you think women are being victimized and all that, then okay, I'm not talking to you because you the problem. Maybe you want to listen so that you can get this information. But to people who know, my women who know they need to make the change, and then all the men are going to follow suit because that's how it is in even nature. In nature, wherever the female goes, the male goes. That's how it is in this human society. Y'all just not getting it. Wherever women go, men are gonna follow. Now, I know somebody, the men, no, I ain't gonna. Yeah, right. When I had a promoter, by the way, when I was in college. I used to promote these events or whatever. And I remember he said to me, he was like, okay, look, look, look. We're not gonna give a flyer to the men. Just make sure the women get flyers. Why? Because wherever the women are, the men are gonna follow. They know this. Promoters know this. Everybody who's doing business knows that if they want to get to the money or they want to get to everybody else who's gonna follow, they need to get to the women first. If I want to do advertisements, because I did that too, where we did TV commercials for people. If I'm doing advertisements, the most expensive advertisements there are Lifetime, O OWN, any of these other women channels. You gotta pay out the butt just for a 15-second commercial on those stations. But if I go to Spike TV, man, I can get that commercial for $10, $15. The same commercial at the same time. Why? Because the women are the ones, well, they know that's where all the money is. That's where everybody's going to follow them. It's the same thing in nature. And so I'm saying to you, women, Please stop with your victimized mindset, because as soon as you change you, he is going to follow you. Meaning, when you change your energy about him, when you stop trying to act like, oh, men ain't no good, men are dogs. I'm going into this right here, right now. What is the nature of the man or the male? That's the problem. Nobody is respecting their nature. You're trying to make them be something that they were never in the first place. And they've been telling you who they are from the beginning. They've been saying, look, I like new. I need to say it. I like the the new coochie. Okay, for those of y'all who ain't getting it, they say I like the new. They've been telling you that. But then y'all want to, not respect who they are. You want to try to lock them into a relationship and lock them into this whatever, not respecting who this being is that you're dealing with. I think that's disrespectful personally, because you're not respecting who he's been telling you he is since the beginning of our time. Okay. So you get into a relationship, you try to lock him down to do something that goes against his nature, and then you want to diss him. For me, women, you're the problem. And I get it. We have been lied to in this society on so many things, and your relationship with the man has been lied to. You've been lied to about that as well. But you do what you want. But here's the deal: when you're harboring this energy, even for single women, then you've got to get those kind of men showing up in your dimension. They have to show up because you have manifested them. You summons them into your dimension. I can't tell you any better than this. If you got dirty, low down, rotten, scoundrel type men in your dimension, the problem is you. All right. I want you all to remember Sunset Beach. If you got anything you want me to say on this, let me know. Uh, I want y'all to like, share, and follow on TikTok, on YouTube. Like and share, and please subscribe. Okay, membership package. All right, y'all can get this membership package. This comes with a trust. It is sealed by UNA. Seal, meaning we put our seal on it. Where we are recognizing you as a member. Comes with a declaration, security agreement, UCC. All right. Those are your trust documents. And then you can put those on record with your county as well. So we're getting you started so that you can take control of your vessel. We have an allodial ID, all right? And it does come with a QR code so you can access all of your documents that you put on record with UNA quickly, all right, when you scan it. It comes with a membership badge. And with this membership badge, it's very powerful. I've talked to you all about this. This is helpful to a lot of my students, members, and clients when their job was trying to get them to take that jab. This put a stop to that. This deals with your all cap corporation name. Once again, if y'all have any questions, I want you to put them in the inbox. If you want this membership package, you can find a link in the bio. All right, for my people on YouTube, follow us. Go to unarepublic.com/membership capital M. Let me know if you got any questions or comments. Let me know if you got questions or comments, because I want to get to it. Sunset Beach, if you're there, let me know if you got any questions or comments before I get up out of here. Okay. What we're going over today is righteous women. All right. I just talked a little bit about how when you are surrounded in that energy where you got this hate or disdain for anybody, it doesn't matter. I'm just talking about women versus men, even melanated people and albions. If you got that kind of disdain in you, you're going to draw them to you. You're going to draw that kind of issue to you. But the minute you come up off of it, that doesn't even come up in your dimension. It doesn't. I don't have those issues. I don't deal with people who are having those issues because I don't put those energies out. All right. All right. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got over here. All right. If y'all have any comments, leave a comment in the comment section so that I can get to you. Okay, I can't. Yeah. So anyway, listen, women, just know that when people are coming into your uh dimension and they're showing up in a way that you don't like, then you are the one who has to change. You can't change them, but you can definitely change yourself. And when you change you, they have to show up differently. All right. They have to show up differently. All right. Now, when it comes to Sunset Beach, thank you. Uh, I don't even know what you want me to get on with that because I just don't. That's something that doesn't show up in my dimension. See, I don't even listen to that kind of music. That's why it doesn't even affect me ever because I'm not listening to that. It's never going to get into my psyche, so it's never going to show up in my third dimension because I don't listen to garbage. What you listening to? If it's showing up in your third dimension, the question got to be, why are you listening to that? Why would you be watching that? Like women be talking, there have been these videos out where guys will really go in on women. I never seen them because I'm not looking for them. They don't show up in my feed. They don't show up in my dimension. Nobody even who I deal with even talks about it. So it does not exist to me. I don't know what you want me to do with this about whatever she said in her song. It is not relevant in this particular case. The bottom line is she's getting that because that's what she's asked for. But it's not coming up in my dimension. Ain't nobody gonna be doing those things to me because I don't ask for it. So, with all that being said, women, if you are getting an energy from men, check you, and I guarantee you the men in your whole dimension will change. If the men are doing all of these negative things, you got to look at self. The only way they show up is because you are not on point. Get on point, and they're going to disappear. Queen, somebody asked me this the other day. What if you change and they don't change? When you change and you change in here righteously in your spirit, oh, they gonna change or they gonna disappear. You got to understand that, Queen. It's not a situation where they just showing up just because they showing up because you calling them. Y'all know how you think about somebody, next thing you know, they ringing your phone. Yeah, you calling them. When you speak about them, we don't even recognize we're calling somebody. Just speaking about them. This is why I'm not gonna speak about what somebody just sent me a message on. I'm not gonna speak about it because I'm not calling those people to my this session. I don't know if y'all understand. I try to be very careful about what I'm speaking on because I know when I speak, I'm going to call a particular people. The only people that Diva Laree wants to call are mature adults who are cognizant of their powers in this dimension. That's it. I'm not calling no children over here. I don't talk to children. So, Queen, If you are uh, uh, changing you and you are truly changing who you are, they're going to change. Know that. They are going to change or they're going to disappear. What does that mean? One way or the other, you're going to either you going to move, they're going to move. Something's going to happen where something might happen where they just not on this planet no more. If you understand what I'm saying. And you don't have to do a thing but change you. That's it. You don't have to say nothing. You're not trying to change them. You're not trying to tell them how to be. So you got to have love. This is love. Look, Queen. Look, Queen. I told them yesterday. All right. This is what you do. Somebody in your face and they're not changing. Go to this phrase here. I don't give an F. Now, I'm not saying that word, but you feel free to say it. But say it and really mean it. And watch everything change. Watch it change. Because that's love. That's what love is. When you just like, you know what? Whatever. Do you. I don't care. I don't give an F. And you know what's going to happen? Queen. You're going to look up and you're like, oh, what happened to them? Yeah, they're going to be gone. I'm letting you know that it's all on you and it's not about you trying to change them. Change you and they have to change. If you said, Queen said, I swear, I said it, everything changed. So Queen said those were my exact words. Well, if those were your exact words, then you get it. I'm letting you know all you do is change you, and they don't have a choice but to change. Uh hey James Fellows, welcome. Anybody else? Queen, you got me laughing over here. Anybody else have any comments? I really want to get in on this because my sisters, women, the change starts with you. You. Not him. Don't be trying to change him. And oh, me and the dog, and they gotta be responsible. And they look. Let me go into this. All this stuff about my baby daddy ain't nothing, and my baby daddy ain't this. Listen, the only reason why there is a baby daddy is because you said yes. That's it. You opened your legs to your Stargate, and you allowed this no good being that you say, I'm not saying they no good in your words, to plant seed in your Stargate. Well, first of all, we got to ask the question. This is why I say we got to step back, women, and stop trying to diss him. Why in the ham sandwich would you let a no good being plant seeds in your Stargate? The problem is you. If you didn't take time out to find out who this being was before you allowed them to plant seed in your Stargate, the problem is you. This is why y'all don't understand why back in the day it was like you need to wait 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, year before you slept with this person because you don't know who they are. When you first meet a male, once again, let's talk about their nature. What are they here for? Y'all are putting them in marriage. And then y'all don't even know what marriage is. Marriage, what is it? Marriage, what is it? Marriage originally was where the woman would become the property to the male. The woman would become the property to the male. Okay, that's it. I need to go into history. Um, this is one of those topics that a lot of people get upset with me about. I was gonna get out of here early, but I'm gonna take some time today because I got time today. I'm gonna take a little bit of time today. Back in the day, the woman was the owner of everything, everything, all of the riches, all of the money, the jewels, the wealth, the knowledge, property, everything was hers in her name. And then the woman became was taken over by the male. The woman was taken over by the male. Okay. When she was taken over, here's this institution that comes up called marriage. This is where she became his property. When you look up the etymology of the term husband, you will find that it means the owner of a slave animal or the manager of a slave or farm animal. That's what the term husband means, manager of a farm animal. What does family mean? Family means slaves and servants. Look up the etymology of family, and it means slaves and servants. So this marriage certificate was a certificate whereby she was his property, and he had the right to take her across state lines and perform commerce with her. Look up the etymology of commerce, and you'll find the term sex. So here's commerce where there's sex, where he's got a certificate to do commerce with her across state lines. He, her husband, is her farm animal, a manager rather of this farm animal. And then she gives birth to children. He has a family or a set of slaves and servants. I hope we're clear on this whole deal dealing with marriage. I'm not telling you not to get married. I'm just telling you what it is. Intelligent people. Okay. So now we're understanding what this whole term about marriage is. Now, you want to pull him into a relationship because what I'm talking about is what is his nature? The reason why I'm going into this is because, again, I say the nature of the male has been disrespected. Males, I don't care if you're talking about human males, ape males, rat males, squirrel males. I don't care what male you're talking about. Their nature is to plant seed and get the hell on. Their nature is to plant seed and get the hell on. Their nature is not rearing the child and having a family and protecting the family. That's not what males do. And nowhere in except maybe a few birds. Other than that, and not all birds, I just said a few. Other than that, the male does not do the things that we're asking him to do in this society. And let's understand how he got his position in the first place. He took the woman over. Again, she's not a victim. She did some dirt to him too. We're not going into that. She did some dirt to him. That's why he took her over. And in taking her over, he created this contract whereby she would be his slave. Well, now today it's a glorified union of, oh, it's marriage, and when the truth is, now women are trying to hold him. Now you come on, now let's get married. Now she want to get married and he doesn't, because it's not in his nature. But you got a situation here where women are expecting men to do a certain thing that's not within their nature. Less than 2% of the other beings in nature do what we're asking a male to do. Ah, we ain't animals, Diva. We ain't no animals. What? Okay. But the problem is that you're not respecting his nature, and then you keep wanting to go off on him and call him a dog and call him all these names. But you don't know what his nature is. Yeah, the problem is you. The problem is you, women. When we start recognizing and respecting the nature of a male and understanding how we're contracting with them, they're going to change. You got to change you, and then they're going to change. But if you want, oh, I want what I want, leave I want, okay, we'll keep wanting then and keep trying to put these beings into a contract that they were never meant to be in, and then stay in hell. Because that's what you're going to be. Trying to force somebody into something, you're not showing love when you do that. You're not showing love. You start learning how to love them, they're going to love you back. Um, Hold on, let me check this. DK says, I'm an Uber driver. You come in my car, don't act right. You getting out. All right, DK, you gonna put him out. I think she tried to put him out too, but the problem is she didn't understand. He was just reflecting her, and that's why I had to tell her she didn't get it because she wanted to be a victim. All right. Um, be being Jassy says, what's their nature? I think you're talking about what's the nature of the male. Their nature is to plant seed, to have sex. See, we want to make them out to be something that they're not. I'm just going to say something that they're not. When you meet, listen, guys have been telling you this. I know women just have it in their head. It's like, okay, all right. When when you meet a guy and women be like, does he like me? He like to sex you more than likely. Yeah. But what you talking about? Does he want to marry you or something? That's not in their mind when they first meeting you. Not most men, unless they just been out here for so long, they're like, I want to settle down. But most men, when they first meet you, it's not in their mind to they look. Let's say you across the street and a guy sees you and he runs across the street to shake your hand so he can greet you. He done had sex with you in his head 3 times before he get to you on the other side of that street to shake your hand. He done had sex with you already in his head. It ain't his intent to be talking about, oh, can we get married? That's not in his nature. His nature is to spread seed. I don't care what being on this planet you're talking about. When we're talking about the male being, he has a nature, and that is to plant seed. And if you don't respect that, then the problem is you. D. Walton says, yes, UNA, our expectations can be our biggest disappointment. Yeah, expectations is a contract. And you know what? This is what's so funny. Thank you for saying that, D. Walton, because women have a he's shaking your hand. Only contract he got is when we're gonna have sex. You shaking his hand, and your contract is okay. We're gonna be together for the rest of our lives. We're gonna have children, and we're gonna have a house. He ain't. Y'all are not on the same contract, much less the same page. You wanting longevity. He wants to shoot off, and that's it. You ain't getting it because you think men's supposed to be this and that and that. That is not their nature. These vessels, I told y'all, I'm going to go into this again. Okay, we're spiritual entities. I'm a spirit, but these vessels are my my vehicle that I use to travel in this dimension. And understanding that these vessels have a nature, and the nature of these vessels needs to be respected. So he is a spiritual entity, yes, but he has a nature concerning the vessel that he's in, and you need to start respecting it. So his nature is, hey girl, I got to get up in that Stargate. Hey girl, I got to get up in that Stargate. That's the nature. If you're not respecting that, the problem is you. Well, you know, some men, there's some good men. What the hell is a good man? What is a good? I've been trying to figure it out. What is a good man? Because, see, y'all call a man who tells you the truth, you call him a dog. The one that says, hey girl, I like the new. That's the one, that's the good man. He's being honest with you. He told you what he's about. I like the new. No, but you want the one that's gonna lie to you, girl. Yeah, we could be together forever. I'm good. Just shoot, whatever you say, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I'm with you. I'm down with you. That's the one y'all think is a good man. He's lying to you because his nature is, you see what his nature is when he come up to you. Hey, girl, you know what his nature is. You know who he is. If you're not respecting it, the problem is you. But the one who tells you, look, I like, he's a dog to you, okay? But he at least showed you enough respect to let you know where he is. The other one, he's gonna lie to you, and he might not even think he's lying. Y'all, we are, women have been through this. I don't know, unless she is a virgin, I don't know what woman hasn't gone through it, where she's been in a relationship and the guy has cheated. Who hasn't gone through that? Not to say the women don't cheat, because I know some of y'all men, oh, women cheat more. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know those women. We don't hang out. But if you say so, okay. Aaron says, I am what I am. What are you, Aaron? What are you? I am says, never understood that. What exactly did you never understand? Talk to me. Expound. I'm trying to understand y'all. People in YouTube, I can't see what y'all saying, if y'all saying anything. Um, Expound on it. Yeah, Aaron says, Aaron says, I'm a man. I am what I am. All right, Aaron. But I am, what are you saying you never understood? I wanna know, because like I said, it is, we're just going through, who who is it? My righteous women. What why you keep blaming him when he's telling you who he is from the beginning? And then the one that you say is a dog is the one who's honest. He told you that is their purpose in this dimension. I don't care what male it is. They're supposed to plant seed in the Stargate. You women, as the holder of the Stargate, as the Stargate keeper, you are supposed to make sure that whomever you allow to plant seed in your Stargate is worthy of planting seed. Because when you allow an unworthy being to plant seed in your Stargate, the problem is you. You allow all kind of beings into this dimension. Yeah, you're the one who's doing it. But the minute you clean up your mind and you start closing your legs and recognizing who these beings are and respecting their nature, everything is going to change. Everything on this planet is going to change as soon as the woman changes who she is. He's not the problem. He comes from us. You are the problem. When you fix you, the only thing that's going to show up in your dimension is a righteous, worthy man. That's it. Queen, what you say? Aaron said he trying to get up into that Stargate. Aaron, tell me this. Am I lying? Am I lying, Aaron? When I say this, men have always been telling us who they are, and women have been disrespectful of what they're saying. So you got to understand, a man has a uh, uh, a responsibility coming into this planet with respect to his vessel. And I'm not talking about the spiritual male. I'm talking about that vessel. It's got a contract. And that contract is to get up in the Stargate. All right. So, in knowing that, you got to understand women, we've been blocking. And he's going to, a man comes up to you, the first thing you're seeing is his representative. That's not him, that's the representative. Because the physical him is saying, girl, when I'm going to get up in that Stargate, that's what the physical him is saying. But the representative is going, yeah, I'm listening to y'all. Y'all out at dinner and he's all acting like he's listening. Is that right? Showing up, he ain't paying attention to nothing you said. If you was to drill him on what you said, if you were to drill him, he's not paying attention to that. He's trying to focus on what he's saying out of his mouth because his job is to get into the Stargate. He's got to focus. The physical flesh has a responsibility. So what he's got to do is make sure he don't turn you off. Now, what he's going to do if he knows that you've already told him, look, I don't play those games. I don't do this. He's going to say what he needs to say. Girl, that's okay. I understand. I'm with you. He's going to say whatever he needs to say to get in the Stargate because he has a mission. His vessel has a mission. So we need to keep that in mind and stop trying to act like, oh, it's some good man and he ain't no good man. No, he's first of all, he's trying to be honest. But he knows good and well that if he's too honest, he's not gonna get in the Stargate. So he's gonna say whatever he needs to say to get into the Stargate. I need you to understand that. If that means, even if that means, oh, I'm looking for, I want wife and children. And if it means he has to say that, that's what he's gonna say to get into the Stargate. I'm not saying there are not men out there who really do want this, but I'm letting you know this is why you're supposed to wait 6 months, 8 months, a year. This is why, so that you can know who you're dealing with. Girl, who gonna wait a year to have sex? Well, if you're not willing to be responsible with your Stargate, again, the problem is you. Uh, so what does being a righteous woman mean? All right. So when we're talking about righteous woman, we're just really talking about being cognizant, being aware, being mature, queen, a mature a mature woman. That's what we're talking about. Just are you mature that when you know this is the right thing to do that you do it? What does that mean? When somebody presents you with information and you're like, okay, I know that this is for the goodness of me and everybody around me, then I need to put these things into play. That's what a righteous woman would do. She's going to hear the information, she's going to process it, and then she's going to do what's right. That's a righteous woman. Women don't understand you make the hand sacrifice to go against your own nature to make the happy. Women don't understand you make the hard sacrifice to go against your own nature to make them happy. Thank you, I am. Thank you for expounding on that. What I am, and I'm assuming I am is a male brother. Uh, I am says women don't understand that you make the hard sacrifice to go against your own nature to make them happy. Thank you. Men have been telling you this. What is their nature? They like the new. They are here to plant seed. They are here to plant seed. At least that's what the contract of this vessel is. Now there's a spiritual man. I'm not talking about him right now. I'm talking about the flesh, the vessel that he has shown up in, and the nature of that vessel. So there is the when women are saying, "Nah, you can't be sleeping with other people. You can't be doing all this," and that's not in their nature. Their nature is, well, shoot, ooh, I see another. Ooh, there's another one over there. That's their nature. That's their nature. And they do go very much against their nature to contract with women. And sometimes, and most times, they are going to lie. They don't think they're lying. They're like, no, I think I can do this. I can be with her for I can do that. I can be with her for the rest of my life. That's what they're thinking in their mind. But their nature is like, dude, we like the new. Did you see that booty walking over there? That we go, come on. And he's got to, as a spiritual one, as a spiritual male, he's got to resist what his flesh is saying. And I get it. Women like, well, that's a good man that's gonna resist the flesh. Okay. Well then, how about I tell you to resist certain things of your flesh so you can stop your periods? Because you can do that. Will you be willing to resist so you can stop your periods? Or just resist, period, so that you know who this male is that you're about to let plant seed in your stargate. Are you willing to resist? So it's funny how women will say he need to resist his nature, but I tell you to resist your nature just so you can stop your periods, or just so you can make sure that this male that you're getting with is righteous and is worthy of being in your stargate. You ain't even for real. You're not willing to do what you asking him to do. Get out of here. You deserve what you're getting. He ain't the problem, you the problem. Aaron says I'm focused. D. Walton says society indoctrination has taught both men and women the American dream. Yes, yeah, this whole deal. And again, listen, it's great to pair up with somebody who can help you build to another level. The problem is that as we're pairing up, we are not respecting each other's nature. And that's what the issue is. Women are asking men to do things that really, by law of nature, they were never supposed to do, and they're not supposed to be in certain situations that women are putting them in. When women stop putting them in those situations, you're gonna stop causing harm to your children. I'm not going into that unless y'all say you want me to go into it. But that's a really deep story. I am says, and they know they be wanting us in the Stargate anyway. uh I am. Yeah, they might want you in the Stargate, but that's what I mean when I say she might have her, her vessel might be calling out to her. Her vessel might be, oh, I want me some I am. Okay, but do you know who I am is? Do you know who this brother is that you get ready to allow you if you haven't been with him for 6 months? See, this reminds me. You know how if a dog has been bitten or something, they'll put it in quarantine for a certain amount of time to see if if he starts to act out. That's kind of what you have to do with men. Like that's what you have to do, because after a certain amount of time, they're not going to be able to hold on to that representative. That representative is going to go away, and the real them is going to appear. Who they really are is going to appear. And then that's when you know. So after 6 months, if you still want to sex him after 6 months, then you do all the nasty stuff you want to do. But you need to wait. If you telling him to correct his nature, you better correct yours first. Correct your nature first, and then the people who come into your dimension, they're gonna already be correct. But are you willing to wait? Are you willing to go against your nature where you want to really? Are you willing to? Then don't ask him to, because you're being disrespectful. Would you say 100%? D. Walton Queen says go into it. All right. Aaron says go into that. Okay. What was it? I forgot what it is y'all asked me to go into. Remind me and I go into it. Hey, King Truman. Remind me of what it is I was saying. I can go into it. It's deep because it is deep. I'm trying to remember what it is. Remind me real quick. I'll tell you. I go into it. Remind me real quick, and then I will go into it now. But I want to thank you all for. Oh, okay, yes, that is deep. Before I go into that, and I'm gonna go into it. So I want to remind you all, don't forget about the membership package. All right. This is the Declaration Security Agreement and UCC. When we're talking about this trust, if y'all don't understand the power of this, y'all be asking questions. Well, how the rich get away with doing this, and how the rich don't have to pay taxes, and how the rich be getting off on trial and all that. Trust. Y'all better get it and understand how powerful it is. So these trusts help you to protect yourself, okay, against a lot of different things. These are sealed with UNA, and this is UNA recognizing you as your own nation. Also, it comes with the membership uh, allodial ID here. This has your spiritual name on it. It also has a QR code so you can get to all of your documents that you put on file with UNA. It has a membership badge. These are 179. 179. You can find the link in the bio. Okay, click on friends. Click on the link that says friends. Okay, and that will get it to you. 179, and then we're going to get you enrolled in UNA. All right, so let me go into this. We're dealing with, and this is deep. This is deep. Don't y'all, don't be mad at me. I love you. I'm saying all of this with love. So we have a situation where, as I was saying, there's men are put in position where they weren't meant to be. Okay, so I'm gonna start off like this, and I say it's the woman who's the fault. The woman, because she's not doing her job like she was originally doing, and when she puts him into position, it causes issues. So let me go into this. When we're talking about, you can do your own research on this. I'm just gonna throw you out the research that I found. When we're talking about violence against women and children, more than 85% of the perpetrators are men. When we're talking about sexual abuse, sexual assault on children, more than 85% of the perpetrators are male. When we're talking about rape, more than 85% of the perpetrators, and I don't care if you talking about melanated folks, Albions, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, more than 85% of the perpetrators are male. When we're talking about um, violent crimes, more than 85% of the perpetrators are males. We're talking about murder, more than 85% of the perpetrators are males. So it would be, you know, it could be said that, oh, men are the problem. Men are the problem. Okay, but here's the issue. 100% of those males come from a woman. 100%. Yeah, 85% of these people, but 100% of the ones who are doing these things come from a woman. So the question has to be, what woman is bringing these monsters into this dimension? What woman is bringing these monsters into this dimension? We got to look at her. What's going on in your mind? What's going on with you that you would bring these beings into this dimension? All right, now let's get into this. We've gone through the stats on that. I want to go back to nature. Okay, when we look in nature, who is the one that is always providing for the child? Who is that? Anybody? Who provides for the child? I wait. In nature, in other societies, who is always the one that is providing for the child? Mama. Thank you, Aaron. It's the mama that's always doing it. The mother. So if we're, let's say there is and I've seen this. Let's say there's a lioness who's out trying to provide food that comes up on a group of giraffe. Who is the only one that's going to put their life on the line to protect the baby giraffe? Who is it? Who is it? Somebody. Aaron, try again. It's the mama. It's the mama that's going to put her life on the line. Even if a lioness or a baby cub is coming up on a lion, the lion ain't going to step up for that. But the mama will. And as a matter of fact, she's the one who does all the hunting. The mama, the mama will step up when nobody else would. Even when you see in human society, there's this photo of this woman, and the cops got guns drawn, and she got a weapon, and she's standing over her child like, I come down on anybody who touches my child. The woman is the protector. She is the provider. And let me ask you this. See, y'all don't see in nature female beings that leave their children alone with a male. I'm gonna go into this whole mama bear, papa bear, baby bear thing that they got us believing in these raggedy childhood stories that they tell us. What's the problem with that whole story? Well, a mama bear is never going to sleep in no kind of cage or enclosure with a male bear. It's not going to happen. Why? Because she understands his nature. She respects his nature. She knows that he's liable to wake up and eat that child as a midnight snack. That's his nature. See, she don't have nobody to call. She can't call the police if he do. No, because it's going to be too late by then. She has to respect his nature and not give him the opportunity to act on his nature. She's got to respect his nature. His nature is, and now y'all see it. I mean, there's so many instances of it where even when you talk about in the country, like a mother dog has puppies, and they have to separate the mother and the children from the male because he's gonna attack them for whatever reason is in his nature. That's what he do. So what am I talking about here? We've got situations with men, and again, we're talking about their nature. And brothers, I want y'all, since y'all are in on this conversation, I want you to tell me if I'm lying, because women know this. Why are they being ignorant to what you all have told us from time and time again? Men have told us several times that when it comes to their soldier, that soldier will start saluting and they don't even know why. Men, if I'm lying, please tell me. Just say you lying. If I'm lying, if I'm telling the truth, say you telling the truth. Their soldier will start saluting and they don't even know why. Tell me if I'm lying or telling the truth. I want to know. Why is this important? Because they're letting you know they don't even have full control over their nature. They don't even have full control. And this is not a diss, brothers. It's just a part of your vessel. You ain't the only one. All these other male beings out here the same way. There's a being, it's a little rodent. That sucker will die having sex. He can't even control it. He just be sexing everybody and everything that moves. because that's just in his nature. I'm not dissing you. I'm just telling it like it is. And women, it's time for us to stop pretending like y'all the issue and y'all the problem. No, y'all been telling us. So you got a male who's telling you over and over and over again, I don't even have control of this thing now. This thing just starts saluting. I was just, I was looking at TV and then it just, other women, females in nature, in other societies, they will leave the child alone before they leave it in the hand of a male because they understand the nature of the being. So when we're talking about going back to child molestation, whose responsibility is it to make sure the child is taken care of? You're leaving your child in the hands, and this is no diss to males. This is not a diss. But when this happens, it's the woman's responsibility to protect the child. It's the woman's responsibility. But now you're leaving it in the hand of a being who doesn't have control of his own nature. Oh, but you know, men supposed to be the okay, supposed to be. But a righteous woman, going back to this term, I'm not gonna diss that. I'm not gonna diss anybody. I don't want y'all to think I'm dissing anybody. I'm telling you that when women get our minds right, a lot of things are gonna stop happening. When women get our minds right, a lot of things are going to stop happening. You've got a being who doesn't even have control of their own nature, and you're leaving them, your child, your child, in the hands of someone who has the propensity to be a predator. I'm not saying all men would do this. However, if we're wanting to make sure we don't ever leave the opportunity, we don't ever leave the door open for the opportunity for something like that to happen, ever. So nobody's saying, but you know, it might not be the father that would do that. It could be a stepfather. They the ones who are most prone to do it. They're the ones who are most prone to do this kind of thing. Who are you leaving your child in the hands of? So this is what I'm saying, how it has an effect on the child. And this is very deep because I know, you know, women say, well, you know, I had to work or I had to do this. When women start stepping into their position, see, going, okay, it takes a village. Why we know this term? It takes a village when we've never seen a village in this time. Where does that come from? What is the village? Let's start right there. Her mama, her grandmama, her great grandmama, her cousins, her aunts, her nieces, her girlfriends. That's the village. Where they at? Where are they? And you get the village back in order. And this is again, this is not to say all men do this. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, just like in nature, those women, those females do not leave it open. They don't leave the door open. I'd rather leave this child by themselves. I'm gonna go off and get the baby something to eat, and I'm gonna be right back. I'd rather leave them by themselves than to entrust with somebody who I know has the ability or propensity to be a predator. The nature of the beast. Thank you, D. Walton. I am says that part is not in my nature. I got you, I am. Again, I'm not saying all males do that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that women have all too long and too often not stood in the position where nature needs for them to stand, and they are the protectors. I know we've been told, oh, the man is the protector, the man is the provider, the man is the, but that don't happen nowhere in nature. As I say all the time, this whole human society is ass backwards. It's backwards. It's backwards from nature. Ain't nothing we do in this society nature, and then y'all be talking about natural. Oh, this is natural. You don't know nothing about natural until you go out and see nature where they're not inhibited by these raggedy rules that we have been taught since we were children. So this is not a diss on the brothers. Brothers, I told you, I'm saying to you, you got a nature. I respect it. Women need to learn how to respect it and then start making some different contracts. And when she does, when she starts learning how to contract with love, he's going to change. And then everything dealing with her and these men is going to change. So this is the whole thing. And I appreciate that question, asking me about what a righteous woman is. Yeah, righteous women, they take information and then they apply it. It's not my job to tell you, oh, you need to do this, or you. I'm not doing that. What I am saying is, here's the information. I gave you the information about nature. Go look it up for yourself. I gave you the information about what marriage is and who women were and where we came from and how you can even look on a molecular level because I went through molecular structure a while back. You can understand who we are as women and why everything starts with us. So don't tell me everything starts with you and then you keep blaming these people, blaming men, blaming whatever else. Just stop being a victim and stand up and change yourself. Be accountable. If you're dressing a certain way and you're getting a certain energy, be accountable because that is a contract. All right. If you're hanging out in certain places, change you and everything else has to change. Okay. Make sure y'all like and share. If y'all like anything that I've said tonight, if you appreciate this information, if any of it has moved you and you felt can help you, do me a favor right now. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you follow. All right, do that right now. D. Walton says, it appears everything is taught backwards. Relationships are backwards. What we're taught about them is backwards. And again, I go back to nature because there are no rules inhibiting what they do. Okay? And getting back to the village. Women, please, please get back to the village. Your mama, your sister, you build a village. It doesn't have to even be your immediate family. It could be women, in the area or in your business or what have you. Get a village. That's very important. This is not the same, my brothers. And my brothers, thank y'all for listening and not knee jerking on this information. This is not anything to say something bad about you. I need the women to wake up and recognize what their position is. They're so busy. I'm sick of this, but I'm tired of this, and I'm tired. We tired. We tired. You tired of fighting him? Take that energy and put it into building what you desire. You stop fighting him and start building what you desire, the right men are going to come and help you build. If that's what you're looking for, a man, then start building and watch the right ones show up. All right. You looking for a man. If you're looking for a man, you're looking for somebody who is spiritually sound, someone who's spiritually sound and has control over their vessel. Most most of these men do not have control over their vessels. And if you don't have control over yours, meaning you're not spiritually sound, then don't expect a man who's spiritually sound. Y'all not equally yoked. You're not gonna find him because he can't find you. He can't see you. But when you change you and you become what you want him to be, he's going to show up. You're not even gonna be looking for him. He's gonna be standing next to you, y'all working and you hammering, and you're gonna look over there and he's gonna be right there. If that's what you're looking for, change you. All right. I hope y'all got what I'm saying. Does anybody have any other comments before I get out of here? Thank you all for following. Go ahead and follow H Van January. January. Malik, thank you for joining. So if you all, thank you. I want to give a shout out to all my people who are hanging out with me today. D. Walton, thank you for the love. I am. Thank you for the love. Bevy, Phoebe, thank you. Elmore, Robert, Lou, Sarah, Aaron, thank you so much, Aaron. Robert, Queen, thank you so much. And you're right, Queen. Daddy is gonna run. Let me tell y'all something. If the female lioness comes up on a pack of giraffes, the daddy giraffe, he gonna be at the front of the line trying to get out of Dodge. Trust, okay? But I want y'all to know I really do appreciate you. Uh, Bev says it's the first time. What is that? Believer of Truth. Believer of Truth says, "Welcome, Believer of Truth." We go through some different laws here. Today I went through some natural law, went through a little bit of history, and I did some statistics today. But our main thing, I'm talking to my righteous women. Righteous just meaning women who are aware, women who are cognizant, women who take information and they do the right thing. All right. That's all it is. I don't need to tell my right people, what my righteous women or people what to do, because they are adults. They're gonna do the right thing always. All right. I love y'all. I want y'all to know I am Diva Reed representing UNA University, UNA Republic. Uh, and also, if you all want the UNA book, this is the beginner law book. You can go and find the link in the bio. Okay, find the link in the bio because I don't want to get nobody lost. So the ebook is in the bio. Also, you can find the membership package in the bio. And don't forget, UNA is back in session for summer season on July 26th. If you want to enroll, leave a message. All right, leave a message in the inbox. My people on YouTube, you can go ahead and go to UNA University and we're going to get you enrolled. All right. I love y'all. I love you. I love you. I love y'all. Give me a hug. Come on, give me a hug. Bye. I'm out. Peace. Diva. Bye. Every day.